Well, I'm part of the problem. I bought Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Nintendo Switch.
Did you?
And it's so much fun. It's so worth $40. And I'm not even like, because the Rosalina lore. I'm like, no, the game's just that good.
The thought of a kid in Chat GPT voice mode, like kid being like, why does the sun always follow me? And the Chat GPT has to take it fully seriously and be like, that's an interesting observation. Although from your perspective, it might seem like the sun is always following you. In actuality, that could be further from the truth.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to And They Were Classmates.
Oh my God, they were classmates.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Nolynn. And we didn't say that last episode, so good call.
I don't think we need to say it every single episode.
Sure.
I know plenty of podcasts that, like, they introduce themselves maybe once every 5 episodes.
Right, yeah. And especially when they're like Ludwig's podcast, like when they're hundreds of episodes deep. I don't even know if they like say their names like ever really.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just expected that you would know.
Yeah. We've reached a certain level of fame.
Oh yeah.
Where
totally.
we don't need to introduce.
We're above
ourselves.
70 subscribers. Like what the fuck? You
Look
should
at us.
know.
We're at almost triple digits.
Literally. and we had over 1,000 watch time hours. But they were over a year ago, so they don't count towards monetization anymore. But that's fine. We're still like famous and stuff.
We'll get them back.
We'll get them back, every single one. I'm gonna email all of you. Be like, hey, can you watch our most recent one?
Is that before or after you're sending down your subscribers to hunt down the Israeli?
Yeah, I looked in my analytics and I have one fucking Twitch subscriber from Israel. You know who you are. Like, get out of here. What do you think this is?
We, for one, are on the Greta Thunberg side of history.
1,000%.
No, that was such a funny. I think you need to put like just a screenshot of our Twitter DMs of you just sending me that.
It was the Spy TF2 meme, and I said, me when I tell my subscribers to hunt down the Israeli, and
it could be any one of us.
And
Such a classic.
I think that's good. I think that's really good. But yeah, I actually have no clue who it is. It is a true Among Us situation.
There's one imposter among us. Dead
ass. Oh well. When I inevitably get the paycheck, I'll donate those $3.
As you should.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been an epic week. I'm a Twitch affiliate now.
I love that for you.
So
let's go.
It was awesome. And I can assign VIP badges. Everything's going really, really good. And I don't say this to flex. I did this. I said it on Twitter. But like someone donated me $100.
Wow.
And like that's
awesome.
Crazy. And like because that's just a sign of like someone like had $100. And they chose to give it to me. And like there's some like imposter syndrome to like that concept.
Yeah, they for real were like, I believe in you enough to just flat out give you $100 to keep going.
Yeah, and to not know like where it's gonna go, what I'm gonna do with it, and it's like fully like mine. I'm like, that is so bizarre to me because it's like it's one thing if people are using like their free Amazon Prime sub for me because they're like, hey, like you're my favorite streamer.
Yeah.
But it's another thing like completely to like buy $100 of Twitch bits and donate them all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember when they first introduced Twitch bits. Well, maybe not like first, but when they first started getting like more common.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone ran into the same problem of the bit jar. Were you around for the bit jar?
Sort of. I think like you mean like the widget like on screen?
Yeah. So do you know what the problem was with that for a very long time? Once you started it, you couldn't stop it.
Oh, I see.
So there were a lot of people that would start it as a joke because they only wanted to collect bits for like 1 or 2 streams, and then they realized that they were just stuck with it.
Yeah.
Even if it really didn't like fit who they were or like what their mission was. I specifically remember, and this is gonna like carbon date when I paid attention to Twitch, was with Late Night with Cry and Russ.
Mm-hmm.
They did it once as a bit and then they couldn't get rid of it, and they didn't want to collect money like that.
Right.
Like they just straight up didn't want to at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe for a while they were just donating all the bits they got, and then after a while they started holding on to it because then,
That was like during the Undertale 10th anniversary stream. They were raising money for charity, and then they were like just talking about how much they had, and then they're like, and apparently we have a couple thousand from subs. We don't know what subs are, but thank you. And then just because like they had called attention to it, just the subscribers started flooding in, and they're like, okay, now our computer is like overwhelmed. We still don't know what subs are.
We still don't know. That would be me if I started streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, and I'm sure Toby Fox's like TTS voice was like sub a dub or something like that. I feel like, but.
Probably
yeah,
would
it's
be.
Crazy time. It's crazy time.
I thought it was really funny that people were genuinely shocked. They were like, how is Toby typing all of this text to speech so fast? I was like, I don't know how to tell you that 90% of it is typed out and he's clicking a button for when to start the text to speech.
Yeah, especially for like when it would go into a boss fight, or actually in between like worlds of Undertale, they would do a full costume change and a full set change. Mm-hmm. So the camera would just black out, and then it'd be Toby Fox dog just telling information about the boss fights. And it's like, those are very clearly pre-typed, but yeah, it's still cool. It's still cool. And I think he does speech to text for some of them, because it would like get a word wrong and then he'd say the word correctly like 5 times. So people knew it was like messed up.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he was just using a software that he could just explain into it and then automatically processed it to text and then over.
Almost assuredly.
But it's almost funnier to imagine him hurriedly hunched over a computer just speed typing all of this lore.
That too. And he's got full nerd neck, and he's just he looks like the dad in Coraline.
And then like halfway through his internet blips, and it's that one scene when she turns off the like do not turn off button and the computer turns off and he loses all of his progress. He's like, no, and he like grabs and starts shaking. She just turns it back on and walks back out of the closet.
That's that shit. Yeah. That's Deltarune chapter 5 in a nutshell.
For real. I have news tonight. I am not going to bingo, but we are still having movie night, and I'm finally watching Dune 2.
All right.
I'm finally going to do it.
I think you watched Dune 1 last week.
Yes.
And your review was something like, I love the part where he stood up and said like, I am Dune.
Yeah. So I accidentally fell asleep for the first half of Dune, which is fine because I've seen Dune before. Mm-hmm. Like I have sat down and watched all of Dune 1. I was enraptured. People hate a lore dump. I'm autistic. I love a lore dump, right. You know? So Dune 1 was great for me. So when we watched it at my friend Shelby's house, I was just really fucking tired. So I was like, that'll do it. I was like, so you know what? If I fall asleep during this movie, it's fine. And then I dozed for the first half, and then I woke up in time for all of the fun stuff in the second half, which means that I got the peak Dune experience, arguably. Yeah.
You got to just skip the cutscene and go straight into the gameplay.
Yeah. Well, it's because, I've played the game before, so now that unlocked the skip cutscene button for me.
Yeah. Free play unlocked, True Jedi.
Exactly.
All the above.
Or Final Fantasy pay to skip.
Yeah.
No, but so I need to I was telling Ace, I was like, if we're gonna nap, we need to nap this afternoon after I record the podcast.
I need to watch all of Dune 2.
I want to watch Dune 2.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see. Well, mostly just because I genuinely have been interested in Dune. When it was coming out, I was still in college, and at the time I was like, oh, I kind of want to read it first, and now I'm like, I want to watch the movies first and then read it because I've heard that that's the better way to do it, and it always depends on the sci-fi series because I maintain that the Hunger Games movies are better if you read the books first.
Sure. Mostly
just because it kind of closes a lot of the plot holes that the movies leave open because they have the books to kind of fall back on.
Right.
And because I think it makes some of the stuff early on a lot easier to follow than it would be without already kind of knowing what's going on. But that's just me. I'm also biased because I read the Hunger Games books before the movies were even announced. So
yeah, they re-released Hunger Games 1 in preparation for Songbirds and Snakes. They re-released it in theaters, and the whole ride home, because I watched it with someone who had read all the books millions of times, and she's just telling me everything, and I'm like, okay.
It's so good. I love the books so much. Yeah, I really do. The Hunger Games is probably one of my favorite series to this day. Speaking of series, I think I don't remember if I mentioned it last time, but I finished Throne of Glass finally.
Yes.
So I am marked safe from spoilers finally.
That's the best feeling.
Yeah, now I have to read Crescent City though, because now I'm starting to get because I've read the 2 other Sarah J. Maas universe books series. They're like, and clearly you've read Crescent City. I'm like, no, not yet.
No. Pause.
No.
Yeah, that's the worst when you're especially watching a TV show and wanting to join the subreddit, but you can't. Mm-hmm. You just want to interact with the community, but they've seen every episode.
No, knowing that
you're gonna get spoilers.
Knowing that I wanted so bad to look up fan art of these characters and see what other people think they look up and stuff like that, and knowing that I can't because the names of some characters are spoilers, and I'm not kidding. Like, some of these characters' appearance changes extremely over the course of them. Some of them, like, there's a character in Throne of Glass that completely loses his ability to walk and then regains it. Like, it's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, Throne of Glass. If you didn't think that I was going to jump into spoiler territory when I immediately dropped, I finished Throne of Glass.
Yeah, it's your right. You get to spoil it. No.
Exactly. And even then, no names.
No.
No names.
No names. I watched Avatar: The Way of Water last night.
Yeah.
They re-released it in 3D, in James Cameron's preferred 3D.
I still haven't seen it. I'm not gonna. I just did not feel a need to explore the Avatar universe beyond the first movie.
I still feel that way. Like, I just don't see it as a franchise and as this massive 5-part story. It's like the only thing it has going is like it's really good for CGI. I think especially something like Disney has put out. It's like, I don't know the budget, and I'll probably still cringe if I saw it, but it is nice knowing that like seeing a movie and seeing where the budget could have possibly gone is always a nice feeling.
Yeah.
And, you're in the water and you see all these like really cool creatures, and I like that. But as far as like the story, I'm like, I just so bored. But it was still a solid like 4-star, 8 out of 10, just for like the experience, I think. But like I'll go into Avatar 3 feeling the same way. Like, okay, I'm ready to be disappointed. And I'll probably still be like, okay, but it was good.
It was fun.
It was fun. You got me.
Sometimes movies aren't good, but they are very fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about a lot. A lot of my favorite movies are fun, but not good.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
like that's how I feel about like, not The Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
With like.
Oh yeah.
The
What
OG.
are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
Yeah, no. Is it
good fun.
Is it a good movie? Absolutely not. Is it fun and a joy to watch every time? Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that's me with Pixels.
That's so real.
I love Pixels. I was like 8 when that came. No, I was 10. I was 10 when that came out. I was 10. I thought I was 8. I think I was 8 when it was first announced, and I was like, yes! Which is so funny because I think people like older than me at that time were like really annoyed with like this like hashtag retro, everything's 8-bit. But for me being 10 years old, that was like perfect.
Yeah,
I'm like, yes, I love Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
You were the target demographic for that film.
Literally. And people don't realize that to this day. They're like, why were they trying to do this retro slop? It's like, no, dude, it was for the kids.
It was for the kids.
Like Kevin James and Adam Sandler. Oh, I love it. I think they have like the creator of Pac-Man in there, and then he gets his hand bit off by Pac-Man.
Yeah.
It's tight.
Yeah, because he literally approaches Pac-Man and is like, my son. And then Pac-Man
Yes.
fucking eats him.
Yes. I love it. Oh my God. Bring back Pixels, everyone.
I think I genuinely miss when we had mid movies.
Yeah.
It feels like all the movies these days are either really good or really bad.
Mm-hmm.
We need to bring back mid. And I've been saying this.
Mid that like is arguably good or like fun, like you said.
Yeah, like,
now it's just like straight up bad, and you're like, there was nothing redeemable about.
Well, it's because I feel like there's like, I feel like no one went into Pixels thinking it was going to be a masterpiece, and I think that every time we make a movie now, everyone goes into being like, this is going to be a masterpiece, which is why they're all either good or bad. But if you're going into it with the intent of making like a kind of shitty B movie, it's going to be infinitely more fun than if you try to treat it like some fucking masterpiece.
And I think everything is like marketed like a masterpiece too. Like when they were like doing the Red One press tour, and The Rock is like, "Oh my God, imagining this on an IMAX screen." It's like,
I fucking hate. I have lost all of my fondness for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson over the course of his acting career.
I am gonna see The Smashing Machine because I've heard my brother's review for Smashing Machine was like, I forgive him for all of the Black Adam and all of the Jungle Cruise stuff. This was actually really good, and I'm like, that's a lot, even for my brother to say. So it's like, but this is his last chance. I'll say that.
I just, watching John Cena genuinely act his ass off in everything that he's in.
Yeah.
And then going to Dwayne, I have to win Johnson in a movie. I'm kind of like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And every time, like, especially because you watch John Cena in these movies and he disappears into his, like, bro is acting.
Mm-hmm.
Bro is acting his ass off sometimes. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson again.
Mm-hmm.
Like you paid him to be. You paid him to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson again. Yeah, and it's like, The kids don't even know about the fucking eyebrow thing anymore, man. They don't.
They've moved on.
They genuinely.
They're AI generating clips in Sora too. They've moved on, buddy.
Oh my god. I don't. I sent this. I was watching this video about like how to tell AI from regular videos. And they're talking about how one of like the biggest tells with Sora software is it's so fucking noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mean like audibly, like visually. There's so much visual noise in everything that it makes.
Yeah, I feel that.
And now every time I see anything generated by Sora, I like as soon as I see it, I'm like, I immediately clock the background. I'm like, that's not people. That is noise in the shape of a humanoid, but that is not a person in the background of this video.
Right,
like,
yeah. I saw there was a quote retweet. Someone was like, "I've been using Sora for figuring out what meals to make," and it's like, why are you watching cooking tutorials but the food is writhing in pain? It's like, why is the lettuce like?
Yeah, like honestly, just go to fucking Mythical Kitchen and
yes,
figure it out.
Yes.
Go to Mythical Kitchen, watch Aldi versus Dollar Tree. Who cooks better, and then just recreate the meal that looks more delicious.
It is sad. We've literally figured it all out before. AI isn't gonna like assist us anywhere new. It's just gonna help us do the shit we've already been doing. But
no,
lazier.
and AI recipes like suck half the time anyway. Like if you ever like sit down and look at just like an AI generated recipe, I don't know if they've gotten any better, but every time I've seen an AI recipe, there's something fucked up in there.
Sure, yeah.
Like the ratios are off, or like the seasonings just won't quite work because it's just like a weird combination and not in like a interesting way, in a interesting way.
Yeah.
Like
one thing I saw about AI, and this was probably like a year or two ago already, but it was like if you notice, AI is like specifically bad at things you are an expert at, which should be a tell that it like isn't getting anything right. But it's like if you're asking about something you don't know, you're just gonna think it's right because it's new information. But like anything like you're an expert or even know like a thing or two about, it just gets so confidently wrong to this day that it's like, yeah, you really shouldn't be trusting it for like anything at all. You know, if you know your stuff and it's wrong, like the stuff you don't know is like also wrong.
watching you slowly become anti-AI pilled has been so beautiful.
No.
I'm truly making a difference in this world, one soul at a time.
There you go. No, it was honestly once I got back on Twitter, I realized how hard we fucking hate AI here.
Yeah.
It was like, because like my brother will like send me like AI generated TikToks and be like, I'm laughing my ass off. And, you know, sometimes they crack a smile because it's like if someone who's like actually funny can generate like a funny concept in an AI video, it's whatever. But then it'll do the TikTok web browser thing where it auto plays a couple other ones, and I'm like, dude, these are people who like don't know what the fuck they're doing with tools that give them a product like they know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
Like it was a Halloween dog chasing a guy in a skeleton costume.
Well, it's like it's like
so funny.
the weird fucking kids videos because they don't know what to make. They just know that kids like shocking weird stuff, so they make the most shocking and most weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just because it doesn't know what to. It just processes information. It doesn't actually know what to do with it the way that people do.
And then a thing I noticed too is like a lot of times someone will make something with AI and then be like, oh, okay, that's it. And they're like, or they'll have an idea and then they'll generate something. This happens with like vibe coding and probably writing essays and shit too, where it'll come out with a result that's like somewhat okay. And then you reiterate based on what it came up with. And then like your original idea gets like further and further away, you know, as you adapt to like what the AI made. And like, that's a weird concept too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Where it's like your actual vision is gone and something you were saying was like a tool to help you make that is actually doing the iterations and making the changes, and then you're adapting your idea to what AI is actually capable of. And I find that weird too.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna slam a 5-hour energy.
Hell yeah.
Once I think too hard, I need to destroy it.
Yeah. Now we need to. I had to leave the ASMR you drinking it. Sorry. I didn't want to interrupt.
It's all good.
The 5-hour energy ASMR for our listeners at home.
It sounds like a Fortnite shield potion.
It really does, which is what's really funny.
That was the first time once I actually learned how to drink them like that. Because you remember when I was taking sips of them? Once I learned how to drink it like that, I played on stream the Fortnite shield sound after.
And see, now that you can do that, now when you turn 21 and are legally able to drink, because obviously you would never drink before you're
Never
21.
ever.
You're ready for shots.
Damn right. Who trained you? And I'm thinking 5-hour energy.
Yeah. Well, because that was like, I genuinely, when I turned 21, I was really bad at taking shots because I just didn't know how. Which is really funny when you consider when I was taking communion for the first time as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was drinking bitter wine for the first time, so I didn't like it. So I actually did like get talked to as a kid by my dad to be like, hey, you need to stop like shooting the wine. Because I was just trying to get it past my tongue, like, because I didn't like the taste, but I didn't like the taste, but I wanted, you know, the blood of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Duh. Who doesn't?
So it was really funny that happened. And then as an adult, I was like trying to learn, I had to like relearn how to shoot alcohol. And my dad was like, why don't you just do what you did when you took communion as a kid? And I was like, because you told me not to do that.
Right, you hard trained yourself to forget how to do that.
Yeah. Because, you know, I was like all of 8 when I took my first communion.
Oh, totally, yeah.
So
I think that is like the age, yeah. And, you know, my church always had like the grape juice as well. And I think literally, like to this day, I would probably just take the grape juice.
We have both, and they don't like judge you for either. But, you know, I was 8 and it was a big deal. This was my first communion. They gave me a little cup carved out of an olive tree from Palestine and everything.
Yeah,
like it was
your first one, I guess, you take the wine, especially when you're in like, because I think communion class was like a thing, at least at mine.
We had a communion class.
Is it like a multiple week thing or just kind of like a one day?
It depends on the church.
Right.
Because now we do first communion at any age. You used to always do it. It used to be first communion in 2nd grade. You would get a Bible in preschool. That was like this. It was called the Spark Bible. It's just kid stories, versions of all the stories in there. And then you would take your first communion in 2nd grade. And then in 3rd grade, you would get your Adventure Bible, which is it's the New International Reader's Version. So it's written at a 3rd grade level or 4th grade level. So it's easy for them to understand. It has a lot of like information about like the times and the lives of people at the time, like what things mean. It's super cool. And then when you enter confirmation class, you get a student Bible, which is just the New International Version. So that's like your first adult Bible TM.
Right.
So that was like a thing. But now they've gotten a lot more loosey-goosey with it, where it's become a lot more of like, okay, so you get like, you can get a Spark Bible if you ask us for it. You can get an Adventure Bible if you ask us for it, but we don't like make sure to hand them out as much anymore. But we do still hand out the student Bibles once you join the confirmation class. But it's not like we stopped giving out the Bibles. It's just that most of our kids in our program have older siblings that were in the program, so they all have Bibles already.
That was a thing. That was a huge thing.
So it's like, it genuinely just became like parents were like, can you please not give my kid a Bible? We already have 3 Adventure Bibles at home.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how it goes.
Well, I've been playing a lot of I finished Pac-Man World 2 RePAC.
Oh, yeah? How'd that go?
I didn't like it.
No?
I didn't. It was nice just because it was like, you know, a Switch 2 game, and those are few and far between.
Switch 2 has new games.
Yeah, at least until like December or next year. But it was kind of interesting. Like the first couple worlds made sense, and then it just got like messy in the back half. Like they're introducing elements that like are only for one level, and I don't know. And the ghost world was just really hard. I just put it on fucking like baby mode where there's like big blocks to help you get across the pits and shit, because I'm just so done.
I've been playing a lot of Minecraft still because the copper update just dropped.
Ooh, we got golems. We got those little shelves.
Yeah, I immediately put a copper golem in my house and had to build a little step stool. I had to build a little step stool up because my storage space is 3 chests tall. So, and he can only reach up 2. They are I had to look it up. They are 0.98 blocks tall.
Yeah.
Which is really funny that they're slightly less than 1 block tall, which is why they can only reach up 2 blocks.
Yeah, I love
So for my 3 block high storage system, I had to make a little step stool next to it.
That's so good.
Yeah, and it's great because, you know, he just runs off the top layer without taking any damage. So you'll just watch him do like circles around because copper golems, I had to look this up because copper golems check a copper chest every 7 seconds.
Okay.
So they'll check their chest every 7 seconds, and if there's nothing in it, then they'll wander off, and then 7 seconds and it's described as this in the Minecraft wiki, they forget that they check the chest, and then they go back to check it again.
That's so cute.
And then they check up to 10 chests at a time until they forget what chest they've been to, and they might go back. So I have a 15 chest storage system. So sometimes it takes him a minute.
Yeah.
But he always gets it done.
Totally. Yeah.
Now that since it's my forever Minecraft world and I have like so much stuff already, it works out well.
Yeah. Because that was the mob I fucking voted for back in the 2021 mob vote.
I don't remember what else was in there.
Because I think that was the one that
was that the one that dream rigged?
I was gonna say one that dream rigged.
when is my moo bloom going to hit? Give me my moo blooms, Mojang.
We're this close. I can tell. Yeah, the glow squid. God, it is fun to make the signs glow a little bit, but Copper Golem should have been it.
I think they could have done that with glowstone.
True.
I'm just like, I maintain that everything that you do with the glow squid ink could have been a glowstone use. Mm-hmm. But because Dream thought it'd be funny if the glow squid won.
Yeah, that was the whole idea, right? He was like, let me pick the pointless one and just test how big my audience is.
Yeah, which pisses me off because I wanted the other pointless one.
Yeah.
And then everyone called that one pointless. And I was like, I would argue that the Moo Bloom is less pointless than the fucking glow squid.
Yeah.
Because at least the Moo Bloom is aesthetically more interesting. Because you can't even... Glow squids are only in the deepest fucking caves. You never see them.
No, you never do.
Pisses me off.
Yep. The mob vote... The funny history of the mob vote is that like they're called... the phantoms were a mob vote animal. And I find that so funny that like...
Considering how many people complain about them, we're like, they should be removed.
Yeah, it's like, why would they even add this? I miss beta when these weren't a thing, and it's like, no. Like,
no, it's because the community wanted a punishment for staying up through the night.
Yeah, which is funny because the other mobs in that mob vote were like really cool. It was before the like grindstone was invented. It was like a blaze that could like disenchant things, and it was like there were really cool things in that mob vote. The Phantom didn't have to win. No, but it still did. I
don't think that the Phantom was the worst one out of that fab.
Yeah, I don't remember either. The other ones,
but like I still think I maintain that the people who complain about Phantoms are just mad that there's any consequences for their actions. Mm-hmm. Because I think it's really funny because the game can't really put in an exhaustion mechanic. Like it just wouldn't work with how Minecraft works. Having the Phantoms is so funny.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as someone that plays like nothing but survival and is constantly like, oh fuck Phantoms, I have to go and I have to go across my village my whole town that I've made now and sleep. I'm actually building a second house because it pisses me off so bad. Yeah. Like, stuff like that. Yeah. But at the same time, I would never want to take the Phantoms out because I love having a built-in, you need to go the fuck to bed and use this mechanic button.
It's kind of like in old Nintendo games. They'd be like, you've been playing for a while. Do you want to take a break?
Yeah.
But like sort of in Minecraft way of doing that.
Well, yeah. And it's also not like, the Phantoms are like kind of annoying, but they only get like, people complain they genuinely make early survival unplayable. And that's only if you are ignoring the way that you should be playing Minecraft, which is building a shelter.
You're right, literally.
Because as soon as
blocks
you build
above head, dude.
Well, yeah, because as soon as you build like even if you go into a cave, you don't have to deal with the fucking Phantoms. Find something else to do besides standing in the open at nighttime, and you'll be fine.
And maturing is realizing crafting a bed isn't that hard.
No,
like it's not. Like I know when we were kids, it was hard to find that sheep, and you didn't want to use the 2 iron to make the shears to get the 3 right away, but it's like you gotta grow up.
Look, man, I'm gonna be so for real with you. Maturing is making the shears before you make the iron sword.
Low key. Because the stone sword isn't that bad.
And I've been using the same set of shears since the first set of shears that I made. Well, no, sorry, I'm not, because I do have a tendency to grow a bunch of cherry blossoms and then take all of the leaves off of the plants because that's what I use to make more bees. I have so many bees.
Yeah, you're like Tubbo in this shit.
Yeah, my forever world is literally called bees maxing because whenever I don't know, like whenever I have an awkwardly small like area, or I have like an area that's wide enough that I want to put like a walkway through, but not so wide that I can make it like super pretty, I add more bees.
I add more bees.
Yeah. So I'll usually add like 3 beehives, like or the whatever they're. I know there's technically a difference between the like naturally generated beehives and the ones that you build. Yeah, I build 3. Yeah. I build 3. Well, it's because one is like bee nests and one is beehives or something like that. But I never remember which one's which. It's all beehives to me. But so I'll make like 3 beehives and I'll just breed a shit ton more bees so that they have to go in those hives.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I also tend to fill with farms a lot. Like I love just building more and more farms.
Yeah.
I have a beet garden that's like right outside my house, and then down one way I have a giant potato field. And then if you go the other way towards my animals, there I have my giant wheat and carrot fields. But I also do have my personal wheat field that's behind my house in case I need to make stuff.
Of course. There's a system.
There's a system. There's a method to my madness.
Of course. Yeah, I love it. I've probably said it before, but it's like I don't know like the names or the uses of like anything new Minecraft, but I'm not like hateful with it where I'm like, I don't care about any of these features. It's like I just genuinely haven't made a world since like 1.16.
I genuinely think that playing just like a fun like forcing myself to do like a forever Minecraft world where I'm just like, I'm not going to keep restarting over and over again, because my favorite part of Minecraft has always been the beginning. I'm one of those people where I have such a bad habit of just like starting a world, building a house, hitting diamonds, new world.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
But this one I'm actually trying to like experiment with. Like I made my first mob farm in this one. I made a lava farm for the first time. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the Minecraft wiki open and a YouTube tutorial playing, but
yes.
I am making it work because I just like a lot of this is stuff that I wanted to try for a long time, and I was always like, well, that's too hard for me. And now I'm like, I'm 24 fucking years old. I should learn how to make a mob farm.
Yeah, I remember when I made my first iron farm, and they got easier since then. It was before the like village and pillage update, and those things were complex. But yeah, I get it. Just being like, I'm old enough to do this.
Yeah,
I gotta stop pretending.
I'm like, I can't keep pretending. I've been playing Minecraft for 10 years, and I am a fully grown adult. I can't keep just ignoring redstone.
Yeah, exactly. I know how to make the 2x2 piston door, but anything more than that, I'm like, it's too hard.
Yeah, that's my next goal is to start making some like automatic dye farms and stuff like that. Which will be the most complicated redstone I've ever done. Yeah. Because I'm a big fan of levers and iron doors.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's as far as it gets. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to be better.
Yeah, totally.
I want to learn like my goat Mumbo Jumbo.
You'll never be him.
It's quite simple, really.
Those are the good old days. My brother and I used to watch Hermitcraft season 4 all the time.
Yeah.
And I think he had, is that the one where he had the drone base?
I don't remember. I didn't watch season 4.
It was so good.
My first Hermitcraft season was season 5.
I see. That'll do it.
And then, my first Hermitcraft season was I watched Mumbo in season 5, and then Grian joined in season 6, if I remember correctly.
I think, yeah. That sounds about right. Because it was this big thing where it's like, why isn't Grian in Hermitcraft?
Well, because he was friends with like everyone in it, so it really was a big. And the answer was Evo. But then he ended up stepping back from Evo to do Hermitcraft instead, which is really cool. Yeah. I love Hermitcraft season 10 just wrapped up as of recording.
Very cool.
See, I'm eagerly anticipating season 11.
Yeah, well, if you're a fan of brand new Minecraft worlds and a Hermitcraft, it's like, oh my god, when a Hermitcraft is a brand new Minecraft world, I get to see all these guys dig up their first diamonds and enchant their first pickaxes.
Dude, I shout out to Hermitcraft Recap. They every week upload a recap of all of the Hermitcraft episodes uploaded that week, and I usually end up dropping off about midway through the season for actually watching recap and not just watching my favorites. But the first like usually 10 to 20 weeks of Hermitcraft, I'm there. Yeah. I get that upload notification. I'm like, let me in. Let me see what they did today.
That's the dream. If you could make a living, not like leeching off of something else, but like being like a part of a community, but also like making a decent amount through like ad revenue and memberships through doing something like that.
No, and Hermitcraft Recap is big enough that some of the people that make Hermitcraft Recap are in like series with these CCs. Like I know Pixel Riffs he's the voice of Hermitcraft Recap, and he is on I believe he's on Minecraft Misadventures. He was in, I believe, Empires. I don't remember off the top of my head, but he's been in more like Hermitcraft adjacent stuff because they know him as the Hermitcraft Recap guy that also makes Minecraft videos.
Yeah, Because he's been doing it for years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. I love to see it.
No, it's super interesting.
I love content ecosystems.
Well, especially I feel like Minecraft YouTube is such a, like, every generation of creators was a fan of the generation of creators before them, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like a lot of the current gen are like, well, I really like, I watched a bunch of, like, Grian and Etho and Mumbo Jumbo when I was growing up. And now, like, the newest, like, when you look at, like, the youngest CCs, they're like, well, I really looked up to, like, Tubbo and Tommy and stuff like that. Like,
it is cool. You can track, like, generations through this shit.
Yeah, no.
Timelines.
Yeah, like, a lot of... It's become kind of a game in some of the Minecraft spaces when, like, new people come up, just searching other Minecraft creators' names. Mm-hmm. Just being like, who did you stan that made you start recording videos that now you have, like, a following and are recording with them?
Yeah.
Like, I know there are some, I want to say it's Solidarity has a lot of old tweets where he was, like, tweeting at LDShadowlady being like, hey, do you ever, like, collab with smaller YouTubers?
That's going to be you, but, like, hey, unban me from your Minecraft server.
Unban me from your Minecraft server. I was literally 9 and I didn't know what griefing was or how it worked. I thought I could just put it back later, but I didn't have time. I got banned before I could replace what I had to borrow from the person next to me. I'm sorry.
That's one of my favorite bits on this podcast. That goes in, like, if I make a best of and they were classmates during, like, winter break or whatever. That's probably one of them.
The worst part is that I'm not even banned. I'm jailed. I'm perma-jailed.
Yeah.
So I could log in, but I was just in a fucking jail cell.
Yeah, what a good one. Well, I'm part of the problem. I bought Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Nintendo Switch.
Did you?
And it's so much fun. I can't. It's so worth $40.
And that's how they get you.
That's how they get me.
Is that Nintendo? Everyone clowns on Nintendo for being like, "Oh, you're re-releasing and it's costing like $40." Unfortunately, it's actually worth the $40 every time.
And I'm not even like, because the Rosalina lore. I'm like, no, the game's just that good.
Peak is we can recognize peak on this podcast.
Peak is peak.
Peak is peak.
Peak is peak is peak is peak.
Peek.
Pikachu. It's so much fun. And I only played like the first world of Galaxy 2 growing up. So it's like it's hitting like just a little bit of nostalgia, but it's also like a complete new game
crazy.
for me.
I loved Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think I was just like slightly too young, and then like also I think I really struggled growing up with those games because like my brother would be Mario and I would be Luma with the Wii remote, and I can like click stuff, you know.
Yeah, so you weren't really playing.
Yeah. So I you know, and the entire Wii U like game selection is a lot like that. Like my brother's on the Wii U gamepad and he gets fun stuff, and I'm on a Wii U Pro controller shooting balloons in Splatoon, and I'm like, wow. So I like whenever Nintendo re-releases these games because it's like I actually get to play them.
Yeah, now you get the only child experience that I had.
Exactly.
Because like even though I do have like a half brother, he's 15 years older than me, so I grew up an only child essentially. So it's always really funny to me when people tell me stuff like that, and I'm like, I had the Wii to myself in my bedroom. Right. Like covered in my stickers, only my games. Like
yeah, but it's so much fun. I love it. I'm already on like World 4, and I'm like not even going through and like 100%ing everything. I'm just like genuinely just going through and like having fun with it. Yeah, it's so much fun. I love it, and I love Starship Mario. But they got rid of Bank Toad.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, I guess because like maybe I don't know, because didn't he have the ability to like transfer star bits between like saves and shit?
I believe so, which might be why, because the save system is so different now. Since it kind of has to be with the different profiles on one thing, like, but I don't know, because it's been so long. I remember I can like picture Bank Toad in my brain, but I don't remember what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember learning like the words deposit and withdrawal from Bank Toad.
That's
so it's
so
like
real.
Really sad. I'm like, God damn it,
I'm
guys.
gonna look it up because it's gonna annoy me if I don't. Oh, he's straight up just a bank. You can't transfer them or anything. It's giving me all the lore about him. Like I don't need his backstory. I just need to know what he functionally does in the game, please.
Bank Toad was born in the Mushroom Kingdom in the year.
Genuinely, it's like Bank Toad and 4 other toads form the Toad Brigade. During the annual Star Festival, Bowser attacks the Mushroom Kingdom. I'm like, I know the lore. Okay, the player can deposit star bits with Bank Toad. He appears after the player collects 7 power stars on a regular basis. Banked star bits collect interest, which comes in handy when the player needs to make a withdrawal to feed the hungry Lumas that Mario encounters on the world map.
Interest would help a lot. What the hell?
Oh, banked star bits can transfer across save files, so if players start a new game, they can keep all the star bits that they had in the bank.
Oh.
Bank Toad will also give the player extra star bits every time they complete a mission, corresponding with the ones...
But yeah, Galaxy 2 is so much fun. Yeah, they're saying on Twitter they lobotomized him because he has his starbit appearance where he's just holding a white starbit by his crotch and he's going like, if you tap an amiibo, maybe something will happen. And it's like, dude, what happened to you?
He's been on everything changed ever since the starbits, man.
I picture a Toad and he's got the big starbit on the table. He goes boom, 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 and he snorts it.
Yeah, just like.
Exactly like that. Somebody make the SFM.
I will. Fuck it. No.
And if you AI generate it, you're banned.
I think it's really funny. I'm doing over on my art Instagram, jessi _JPEG. Go check it out. I'm doing Drawtober this year, which is a drawing exercise, I'm gonna call it, because it's not like a competition, even though it kind of is, where they give out 6 prompts over 31 days, and they're all based around one theme, and then you have 5 days to work on each prompt. It's really, really nice. I really like it because I don't like Inktober. I just don't. But I like having a drawing challenge that forces me outside of my own comfort zone.
Yeah.
And Drawtober always does that because I don't really draw spooky usually. Most of the stuff that I draw is either like portraits, realism, or like cartoony fun stuff. Like I don't do a whole lot of like
man-made
spooky
horrors beyond our comprehension.
Yeah, although I really should. I honestly used to draw like body horror and stuff like that when I was in like high school.
Yeah.
But I just haven't. You know what I mean?
Just haven't yet. Yeah. I get it.
But this year the Drawtober theme is dark fantasy, if I remember correctly, and I really like it because I have to double check I'm not just pulling out my phone for fun. I'm double checking to make sure that I'm. The first theme that I just posted recently was Candlelit Messenger. Now I'm working on Toad Astrologer. And then the next one after that is Mushroom Fairy. The prompt after that is Spellbound Princess. The prompt after that is Troll Toll. And then the final prompt is Enchanted Masquerade. And the final prompt is always for 6 days instead of 5. So it includes Halloween.
That's interesting that they release them all at the beginning of the month because you're starting to like get a vision for like what your next ones are going to be.
They actually release it on they release the prompt list on September 1st.
Damn.
Because Drawtober accepts quite literally any medium except AI.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that are doing like sculpture. There's people
I see.
Like there are people that are doing like felt work. It's mostly digital artists. Like I'm in the Drawtober Discord. So if you guys are in there, you will see me posting my whips and stuff like that because I like engaging in art spaces.
Absolutely.
It's so much fun. But it's really cool because it's a mixture of like you'll look in the work in progress and critiques channel and it's like there's one person working in gouache. There's one person that's doing digital, and then there's one person that's like, here is like the skeleton of what I'm going to be putting paper mache over for this. There's one person that's like, I'm making lanterns for everyone. Like it's super, super cool.
Yeah.
And Drawtober is nice because they also encourage, like as long as you post, you can post like one entry per day, and they'll pick every single day of October one winner to get like a little Drawtober pin, which is super cool, which is why I say like it's not a competition, but it kind of is.
Sure.
But that's more of like acknowledging the community and being like, hey, we see you guys and we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's really fun now that I'm in the Discord because I get to watch people work on it, and every so often like someone that I was keeping track of in like, oh, this piece that I was keeping track of in works in progress won the award today. Cool. Like stuff like that.
You feel like you're part of these like little micro communities where it's like, I know that artist.
Exactly.
I saw them before.
Yeah. So like right now, I'm working on Toad Astrologer. So I'm right now drawing a whole like astrological chart to go behind said toad astrologer, and also like it's gonna be in front too. Like I'm gonna use it in a couple different places, mostly because I'm spending so much fucking time on it. I'm not just
get as much out of it as you can. Yeah,
might as well.
Yeah,
Gotta.
I love it.
Yeah.
Kpop demon hunters are in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Unless you weren't done.
No, you're good. No, I forgot that Kpop demon hunters are in Fortnite now because I haven't played Fortnite in a very long time, unfortunately.
Me neither. But it took over Twitter, and I saw they changed like the game icon literally everywhere to like the three of them in the Fortnite logo. And so everybody's posting that one like Lizzo YouTube channel screenshot where they're like, bro, it's everywhere.
Yeah, but I get it. It's only like the most popular fucking thing right now, genuinely.
But they didn't release any jam tracks with it, which is like, what the hell?
That doesn't surprise me because Sony tends to be a lot more picky about their music.
Sure.
And like giving out the licenses for their music, I feel like. Because I feel like that's been true of a lot of like Fortnite collabs with Sony stuff, is that they've been a lot more stingy with their music than
I could see that,
other collabs. That might just be what I've noticed. I don't know.
I think they put Sunflower with the Spider-Verse icon in there, but I could be just completely making that up.
I think so, but I don't think that was a Sony record release.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's the thing, is like I think they're fine with their IP, but with their like records releases, I think they have weird stuff like that. But I don't know. We're
just making up shit and calling it facts.
That's just
that's both of us.
No, that's just what I've seen in other parts of the internet. I'm not going to assume that they're correct or wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I that was the funny thing with Eminem of all people. He was just like, yeah, I'll do the skin, I'll do the emotes, but no jam tracks. Yeah. And then like I remember everybody being like, why?
Well, now there's some Eminem jam tracks.
Are there now? They finally convinced him.
I'm pretty sure that Slim Shady is in there.
They hung him over a bridge, and they're like, "You're gonna put your jam tracks in Fortnite."
I think when they gave him like all the extra skins and stuff, because they were doing they did like a more full music collab.
Yeah,
like
the Chapter 2 remix thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was slightly before my time, so I wasn't 100% sure how that worked, but like.
Or no, I mean because they did Fortnite OG in 2023, and then they did Chapter 2 OG in 2024.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like that was like, well, that wasn't like before my time, I guess, but it was when I wasn't keeping track of fucking anything Fortnite related at the time, and I'm still only barely keeping track. Because
that was after the Marvel season, and you were like hands off the Marvel season.
It's like I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm marveled out. I'm going back to my DC head roots. I was born a DC head. I will die a DC head.
Yeah, especially with what they're doing now.
Yeah.
DC's the better one. I still need to watch Peacemaker.
I do also still
every
need to watch
week is just my entire Twitter timeline is just cool shit from Peacemaker, and I want to watch it.
That's so real.
It's not even like, but I feel like I've been spoiled. It's just I genuinely just need to watch it.
Yeah, it just looks good. Like, yeah, like it just looks like a good show. I want to watch John Cena act his ass off for 2 full seasons. What can I say? My bad.
Otherwise, it's going to turn into The Boys, where it's like every time a season comes out, they're like, this is the best thing ever. And I just avoid it for long enough where I just start to disagree with the sentiment, even though I've never seen it.
I liked the first couple seasons of The Boys, but then it just started to feel less like it had a consistent message and more like it really wanted people to click on clips of it on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I hate when something does that. That was me when I watched Nobody, the Bob Odenkirk movie. It was literally, the entire thing felt like I was watching a YouTube playlist of Nobody clips. And I'm like, where's the plot? This is like all like dumb action that doesn't even like connect really. Yeah. And that's exactly how I felt. Yeah, it's just such a clippy type of thing.
I keep just like looking down and realizing that my overalls are falling off me, but that's okay. You can tell I'm not an overalls girly. They're going to know. It's like when you wear a hat and you're like, everyone knows that I don't wear hats.
Yeah. When you try a bucket hat on, it's like your ears look like fucking elf ears. You're like, how do people do this?
Exactly. Dude, my best friend in college, Jess, looked so, and still looks to this day, so cute in a bucket hat, which was really nice because she worked at farmers markets for a really long time. So like bucket hats were actually really convenient for her because it meant that she could have her eyes and ears covered, but also not have something that was smacking the sides of the tent that she was working in, you know? And I was always so jealous of that. Did not matter what length her hair was. Did not matter how she styled. Every time she put on a bucket hat, it looked cute. I'm like, what the?
How do they do it? How do these people do it?
I look cute, and I have a couple of bucket hats that look cute on me sometimes if my hair's behaving. But it depends on the bangs.
Yeah, I haven't tried one on in like 5 years, but I'm just so every time I do it, I look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't get it. We're an hour deep. Can we talk about the Taylor Swift album without being attacked?
I don't know. They're
going to find us.
Yeah, so for listeners at home, we are, 5 days post?
Yeah, it came out on Friday at 12 a.m., I guess.
Yeah, The Life of a Showgirl. I did attempt to listen to it. I did.
That's fair.
But unfortunately, it did commit the crime of being boring.
Yeah, I get that.
Which is, I think, the worst crime that any album can commit.
Absolutely, I feel that. I kind of liked it just because like I'm such a like Swiftie from a distance. I have a coworker who's like a huge Swiftie, so I'll like ask questions and they refuse to engage in discourse because I think I'm such a like I think they can tell like I don't not care, but like I feel like they can tell that like I'm never going to be on their level.
Yeah.
They just kind of don't really engage in discourse. But I'm a Swiftie from a distance. I'll listen to the stuff until like you said, it gets boring. And that was me with Tortured Poets Department. I'm like, okay, like some of these are cool, but then halfway through I'm like, I'll listen to this later. And then I never did.
That's just kind of how I feel about a lot of Taylor Swift's discography, honestly. Like I used to be a pretty huge Swiftie, but that was in the way back when. I think when I was talking, when Nolynn was like, oh, we should listen to the album for the podcast, and then I tried to and didn't. I think I literally texted her. I was like, I don't think I've listened to a Taylor Swift album in full since debut.
Yeah, that's what you said, yeah.
Just because I've never been like a huge diehard Swiftie. I just was someone that always really liked all the popular songs and would like pull some of the deeper cuts into my playlist after a while. But like now, a lot of the music that she makes, I have personally found other people making better. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Like a lot of times when I've heard recent Taylor Swift music, I've thought to myself, this sounds like another artist, but slightly worse.
Okay, sure.
And this album was the worst for that for me.
Interesting.
Because
Because what, she was going too hard for like the like Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo like sound or what?
No, it's more so just that I recognized a lot of the beats from other songs.
Oh, okay.
Other people have been talking about this too. I noticed that in the few songs that I listened to, the beat underneath all the music sounded really, really similar to other popular songs. Like, and if you watch other people's like first time listening videos, you can see like compilations of people realizing this song sounds like this song sounds like that, whatever. And my problem is that I feel like I can do that with most of Taylor Swift's discography.
Sure, okay.
Not in like and I don't mean that in a she's stealing these beats way. I mean in a it's been done before and slightly better way.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
But that's just been my opinion about Taylor Swift for the last few years. It's just it feels like a lot of what she's done has been done before and slightly better.
Yeah. And I think this one in particular is like it's going for a lot of those like radio or like, you know, trying to be like a huge song with a lot of them. And then they all and I don't know. I said it earlier, like it feels like they're trying to go for like the Sabrina Carpenter or like Olivia Rodrigo sound, which is I guess also just modern pop. I guess it's not like she's trying to like steal that or whatever. But I don't know. So I went to the AMC event, the official release party of A Showgirl, where they showed behind the scenes for the music video, like choreography and stuff. And then she was also, before each song, giving an explanation as to what it's about. But her explanations were like that one guy on TikTok that's like, this song is about a girl who is innocent at first, but then you realize she's kind of got a dirty little mind. And then the song is like, she got that innocent face with that dirty little mind. It was like that. Like she's literally like, this song is called Eldest Daughter, and it's about being the eldest daughter. And then the song plays, and it's like, every eldest daughter.
I keep seeing people on Twitter being like, it's crazy for Taylor Swift to take the eldest daughter label when she is the eldest daughter with one younger brother. And parents who completely supported her entire career.
Yeah. Because, in the intro, in the explanation of that song, she's like, and every time I talk to an eldest daughter, it's like this same feeling of...
That's like me writing music about being a younger sibling.
Right.
Like, I am a younger sibling, but like, I don't have the typical younger sibling experience, you know?
Yeah.
Like the whole like eldest daughter thing typically comes from being parentified for your younger siblings. I don't think Taylor Swift, whose music career started at 16,
No, she knows everything.
really had to deal with that a whole lot. I think that's one of the things that I really struggle with Taylor Swift's music is a lot of it's really out of touch.
Okay.
And I'm being so serious. Like she wants to be relatable and she's trying really hard to be relatable and she's saying things that are relatable, but I can tell I think especially from what I've heard, it's especially bad in Life of a Showgirl, where it's just kind of gotten to a point where you can tell that Taylor Swift has not lived a normal life ever. And now it's starting to show in her music.
Yeah. Well, and every album has 1 or 2 songs about being a high schooler.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Yeah, you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
You're in your 30s. Do we need to be writing songs about high school?
No, it's all. There's a song called "Ruin the Friendship," and it's about how you can't make a move because it might ruin the friendship when you're in high school.
You're engaged and in your 30s. Why are we? What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's peak. It's so good.
I think maybe that we shouldn't have expected a woman who can't write about anything beyond arguably the most base level feelings of being like in love and being like I think that's why she writes about high school so much is that she doesn't really know how to articulate deeper feelings of love. And it's
touch me while your boys play Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, see like you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
And I think that maybe that's why she didn't quite understand Sympathy is a Knife. Because Actually Romantic is one that I did listen to.
Of course, because it's the whatever was the because I feel hot take. I think Charlie XCX is gonna come out the Kendrick Lamar of this beef.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Really
she already
feel
has.
It. Yeah.
Well, because Sympathy is a Knife is a song that's explicitly about Charlie's own insecurities. I'm like the song is quite literally, I feel insecure when I'm in a room with you. It's making me a worse person and I hate that I feel like that. Like that's straight up what that song's about. And Taylor Swift heard that and went, oh my God, you're obsessed with me? You think about me? And it's like, no, did you ignore the second verse?
Right.
Or the bridge? You know, why would I buy a knife? Why would I want to end my life? You know, like did we just skip past that part and go straight to you opening with, oh, you're a Kokor? Like, do we really need to?
Yeah. Yeah, but Charlie XX dropped that teaser, and we're waiting.
I am really I don't even care if it's a fucking diss track. I just want new. I want new Charlie XCX content.
And while you're in there, change the album covers back.
I've been an angel for many years now. Well, not like I don't want to play like some OG card. Like I've been following Charlie since Boom Clap. Like I'm not gonna like.
I love that one.
That's why I'm like I don't want to try to claim like some OG status because I found out about her through Boom Clap like the fucking rest of us. Let's be real. But like I have like kept an eye on Charlie's career and I've listened to her music as it's gone through. But I would only consider myself a true like Charlie stan in the post Brat era.
Yeah. I feel like Brat like subtracted like 7 years from her life, where now she's like able to make songs for like a way younger crowd than I feel like she was before. And maybe Taylor Swift is trying to do that same thing but failing. I don't know.
I think that's it. Well, yeah. I think it's partly that Charlie XCX knows exactly who her audience is. And her audience is obviously like people who go to the clubs. So it's so that's why like a lot of her music is about if you listen to her discography, you can really hear the different stages of the clubbing life of her being like, oh, I'm here. I'm so excited. Like, oh, I've been here for a while and now I know how it goes. And now like Brat is kind of about realizing that you're nearing the end of your clubbing days. Like I don't remember the name of the song off the top of my head because I have a bad habit of just listening to Brat in order and not looking at any of the songs ever. But in one of the songs is explicitly about like, should I have a kid? Am I waiting too long? But am I ready to give up my independence for something like that?
Right. Yeah.
Like it and it's like So I think that it's partially just that her music speaks to that. And like, that's such a relatable feeling for people across multiple ages.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Taylor recognizes that her audience is like teenagers and young adult women, and is thus afraid to venture out of anything that the youngest of her audience might not be able to relate to anymore. Because she knows that those are the ones that are going to be continuing to give her money as the years go on.
Yeah. Or if she does have one of those, there has to be one, again, about being a high schooler where they can go, I like this one.
Yeah. And I think it's genuinely a fear of abandoning her brand, of being like, oh, well, I always sing about the late teens, early 20s experience, which was fine when she was in her late teens and early 20s. But now that you're hitting your 30s, we'd like to hear something a little deeper than that.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
And I think that like Evermore and Folklore were really close to that. I really but I think that we've kind of strayed ever since then.
Well, then there's also the aspect of like, now she's like in a healthy relationship. You ever see Travis Kelce's old tweets? When it was like I saw a squirrel chucked a piece of bread. I didn't know they did that. But anyway, she's in like a happy relationship now.
I saw someone that posted the life of a showgirl is proof that Taylor Swift was the first person to receive CTE by proxy.
Yeah. And she's engaged now, and like she doesn't have all these same struggles with love as she did before. So yeah, maybe the songs do get a little worse. I don't know.
I think that it's also just that she's trying to push out an album every fucking year at this point.
Yeah, true.
I think that's also part of it, is like you've reached a point in your career where it's okay to step back. I know that it's terrifying to step back from what is very clearly the peak of your career. Like we can't deny that the Eras Tour was and will be the peak of Taylor Swift's career.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think that's part of why she's been releasing music so steadily since then, is that she realizes that was her peak too. But at the same time, like, she announced I think from what I saw, it sounds like she's not going to tour for the life of a showgirl. Like she's just done with touring after the Eras tour, which is fair. That was insane. And the fact that she did it for so fucking long is insane.
Yeah.
But
it's like, yeah, if you're going to acknowledge that was what it is, but then still like release albums, it's like there's kind of this incongruency of like, okay, so you know what it means to be like done and acknowledge when something was good, but then also like, well, why make an album every single year? Yeah. Despite that. Yeah.
I'm not hating on Taylor Swift just for the sake of hating on Taylor Swift. I think it's like an important asterisk for me to make right now. And I'm not just hating on her because she's a billionaire. And that's important for what I'm about to say. But I think that maybe we need to realize that Taylor Swift is a billionaire who has surrounded herself with a lot of people who also have a lot of money, and she's surrounded by people who are MAGA, and she's hanging out with a lot of Republicans.
That was a big thing.
And I think that maybe when you switch your friend group from a bunch of musicians and artists and models to a bunch of people who are famous because they're dating other football players, your music isn't going to be as interesting or as deep because you're not having as interesting or as deep conversations anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that was really showing with this album, at least to me.
Sure. I could see that.
And like I said, I didn't make it through the whole thing. So like all of my stuff, take it with a grain of salt. But this is like going by what I've heard, what I've read from other people's reviews, because I have been keeping track of reviews. Not great. No. The only good review I saw I personally saw in a mainstream publication about music was the Rolling Stone. That gave it 100 out of 100.
Okay.
But then like 2 days later, they posted a clip of Charlie XCX singing "Sympathy Is a Knife," and they were like, no caption. So a lot of people are like, it's kind of well known that you can buy a Rolling Stone review. So I'm not accusing Taylor Swift of paying for the Rolling Stone review.
ATWC would never.
ATWC would never accuse a celebrity of doing anything wrong. But it just feels a little suspicious when, since that happened, Rolling Stone has posted a couple of things about Charlie XCX.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, sympathy is a knife.
Right.
It's also really interesting because like I have a lot of friends that are Swifties, and even they are kind of like,
Sure.
and I think that that's saying something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once your fans turn on you, that's
Yeah. And I mean, how many? I don't know about you, but I don't know if you've seen. I've seen a lot of posts being like, I can't believe I have 5 fucking copies of this album showing up at my house soon.
Really.
Yeah, because they bought, like, Swifties have such a fucking overconsumption problem, and I'm not afraid to say that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid to say that Swifties have an overconsumption problem. That's just an objective
Oh,
fact.
literally, I worked Friday at the movie theater, and my coworker I was talking about, there's this, like, Taylor Swift drop at 6, and they wanted, like, merch so bad, like hoodies and T-shirts and shit. And all it was just, like, she always does, like, the different, like, CDs. And so they bought 4 of them. Even though that's not what they wanted out of the merch or the drop. And it's like, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I know I saw a lot of people on Twitter that were like, I have 5 different copies of this album showing up at my house tomorrow, and it fucking sucks, and I hate this album. Like,
yeah, but that's all part of the machine.
mm-hmm.
Is that like Taylor Swift like makes that culture?
Well, yeah, and she's like perfected squeezing as many sales out of her fans as possible. I was trying to find a better way to put it, but like there really just isn't.
Yeah.
Because genuinely with like my friend that's a Swiftie that I was talking about with it a lot this weekend, she was like, yeah, you know, usually when you're listening to a Taylor Swift album, all the bonus tracks are the best part anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the ones that you have to buy a separate album to hear, and she was like, yeah,
oh well, it's just part of it.
yeah. But she like runs like a Stan account on Instagram, and not on Instagram, on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
but not in like a I bought everything way. She's a fucking concert ticket over consumer.
Right.
That's what she does. She loves going to concerts and festivals and stuff. So she posts a lot of stuff like that. And she does like, she gets merch, but she's not like, I'm buying 6 versions of Taylor's up. She picks one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a stan, but in a, I was a big fangirl as a teen, and now I have adult money way, and not in like a, I need to have all of this stuff so all of my followers can see way.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, my least favorite one, well, I have 2 least favorites off the entire album, and they're both equally as fucking cringe, is Wishlist and Canceled. Wishlist, just the entire thing just makes me cringe. Like when I was at the AMC release party thing, I picked that as my bathroom break, and when I got back from the bathroom, it still wasn't fucking over.
That's the one that has fucking dollar signs in it.
Exactly.
Doesn't it?
And you'll never guess when they have the lyrics on screen, every S is a dollar sign. And it's so fucking corny, and I hate it. And it just gets me so mad. I can't stop saying the F word when I'm describing it.
She's in her 30s.
I know. And she's just eternally such a millennial about fucking everything. And then Canceled is this like Descendants ass, like, it's like,
I've probably heard that one the most.
Okay, good.
Because I've seen people on fucking TikTok keep posting it, being like, "You're the worst person you know is uploading with this fucking audio right now."
It's the way the ending is like, "We're the ones with matching scars," and I just picture fucking like Mal from Descendants. It fucking blows. I hate it so much. Those are my 2 least favorites. Everything else is like listenable. You know, like they're in my playlist right now. I'm sure within 6 months, you know, most will go. But I like Opalite. That one's cool.
I think that I saw someone that posted, they were like, Canceled feels like it got cut off of Reputation for being too corny.
Yeah.
Which made me laugh really hard because Reputation is a corny ass album.
Well, that's how everyone describes it. They're like, yeah, I liked Canceled because it gives Reputation vibes. But that's like as far as they can get with it, as far as like good things go. They're like, but I don't know who it's about, and I don't really like the lyrics.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate that a lot of like the best art, like seeing how the reaction to the last few Taylor Swift albums, which has been mixed to negative, and knowing that at the same time Halsey is being blocked from releasing another album because she doesn't have enough followers and doesn't have enough like engagement, because they're like, well, if you're not making Taylor Swift numbers, then what's the fucking point? And it's like genuinely Halsey came out and was like, I have another album, like basically ready. And Halsey's last album was fucking phenomenal. I loved Halsey's last album. But she straight up was told by the person, like, they're like, no, you didn't get the numbers that we wanted. So
that's sad. That's some like The Substance shit.
yeah, and that's insane that we're blocking artists from making more art because their last art didn't sell well enough, even if it did really, really well within their fan base and generated a lot of like it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, it wasn't like a huge pop release, but when you consider that Halsey's an alternative artist that hadn't released for a really long time, that album did really fucking well. If you take into consideration anything but raw numbers.
Yeah.
But they don't care about anything but raw numbers.
That's so sad. Even though it like probably generates like plus revenue at the end of the day in some way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm sure it doesn't lose them money, but it's like, no, but it's not going to be big enough.
No, it didn't. It was extremely popular with Halsey fans and people in that music circle. Sure. But it wasn't popular. It didn't gain mainstream popularity.
Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate capitalism.
It's so frustrating as someone that loves a lot of like alternative and indie artists and stuff like that, and as they get more popular it becomes so much harder for them to release because they don't have that mainstream appeal, and they're starting to hit the numbers where the label wants them to have that mainstream appeal now. And it's like, not everyone needs to be popular.
Right.
Not everyone needs to make $1 million on every release. Like, it's fine.
That's a bummer.
Let things be mid.
Let things be mid. It all comes back. How's Chappell Roan doing? Is she coming out with an album soon?
No, actually, Chappell has come out and been like, I'm not working. Like, she's basically just working on singles and touring right now.
That's fine. I love an artist that will just drop a single every couple of months. It's like Minecraft updates versus the drops. It's like, I'm perfectly fine with a banger ass single every couple of months. Yeah, no, and it's
like, I believe I know she just performed in Kansas City, which was like a homecoming show for her. Because I think the current tour that she's on is called like the Damsel in Distress Tour or something like that. I don't remember for sure. It's all like medieval themed. I keep screenshotting outfits for inspiration later, like stuff like that. But yeah, from what I've heard, she's just like, I released The Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess, and that was what I planned on. I didn't have another album already written, like. So she's like, so I'm just writing and kind of doing whatever until I either have an album or I can just release another single. Yeah, I respect that. Because the Subway was pretty good. I really love the Subway. I like that one. At first I didn't like it, but then it grew on me. I think that's what a lot of people have said about Chappell's more post Midwest Princess singles. I mean, even everything in Midwest Princess really has like a time and a place for me, you know? Yeah. Where I'm like, I really like this, and then it becomes a skip for like 6 months, and then I come back to it and I'm like, I really like this. And like when she was on SNL right before the election, I was just like full volume Pink Pony Club SNL performance in my car like almost every day around that time, just because it was like good ass song. It's such a good song. And then you get John Mulaney in the beginning going, "Ladies and gentlemen, Chappell Roan." I love that. I do love that one of the SNL promos from that night has been used in like 1,000,004 like edits now. The one where they're both standing there and John Mulaney's like, yeah, two of like the least controversial people on the internet, and she's like, people on the internet would never have anything to say about us, because it was like right after people were accusing her of being apolitical. Yeah. What a time. Yeah. But it fucking I still think it's funny that I'll still see people being like, well, she absolutely denounced Kamala Harris and said not to vote. And I'm like, no. She said she's not going to attach her project to the Kamala Harris campaign. Yeah, she said that she didn't want to promote anyone because she didn't want to be attached to anyone politically with her music. I'm like, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, especially because she's very like this is the project, this is the character, this is the, you know, she really separates those two. Yeah, Chappell Roan is entirely separate from Kaylee the person. Like, and I think you can really tell when she decided to switch to when she decided to make her music project a lot simultaneously more and less personal, when you listen to like a lot of her older singles versus her more recent stuff, because a lot of that was a lot more like vulnerable, and she was kind of singing in cursive back then, like stuff like that. It was the time.
It was the time.
It was the time. It was the era. But like, I also just don't think that maybe we need to ask. It's fine to ask celebrities what their views are, but I don't think we need to fucking force them to align themselves with a political party every single time.
Yeah.
I think it's enough for Chappell to be like, I don't agree with genocide. I don't agree with most Republicans. And I think you can kind of guess where her allegiances lie at that point.
Yeah, like, right. It's like, do you need the fucking like album to be like, we endorse Kamala Harris? It's like you can kind of put two and two together. Yeah. Yes, I get it can kind of hurt to like not hear it, and then, but well, like,
it's like, also like,
grow up.
And it's just so. Everyone relies on celebrities so much for their political opinions, and I think that maybe we need to just stop listening to what celebrities think.
Sure.
I'm so frustrated every time I open up comment sections about it and people are talking about like, well, that like, and there are like obviously important issues where this isn't the case. Like, I do think that like celebrities in the United States should be taking a stand on like Palestine, stuff like that, like the ICE raids, like human rights violations, stuff like that. But I don't think that every time a celebrity doesn't immediately respond to something, we need to dogpile on them and be like, well, what do you think? 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 Like, maybe we just chill out for like a second.
We just chill out. I love that.
Yeah. And again, like, I do think it's important. Like, I don't think that any celebrities should be silent about very important topics like Palestine, like human rights violations in the United States, stuff like that. But maybe every time Donald Trump says something, we don't need to go and ask every single celebrity what they thought, because most of them don't know what the fuck is going on. Half of them don't live in the U.S. most of the year. Like, right. Like we need, like, maybe we need to just put our thinking caps on and create our own opinions instead of going around and asking every single celebrity exactly how they feel about everything. And if they don't agree with the current popular opinion of liberals, then they are obviously MAGA, Republican influencer, do not interact. Like, I think maybe we need to chill.
Let's take a chill pill, everybody.
Let's maybe breathe.
Let's take the nationwide chill pill.
Yeah. By which I mean everyone. I think they should start federally providing Xanax to all of us at this point.
So everybody just chill.
So that we can all just chill out for like a week, and then we can, we already shut down the government. Give everyone a Xanny, and then we'll try again in the morning.
We'll give it our best shot tomorrow.
Sometimes you just need to take the fucking NyQuil and try again the next morning.
One thing I expected, and this was the image that's like you've been so deluded by online discourse that you've forgotten what an actual problem is. Remember that image? I thought this was going to happen.
That was a life-changing image for me, by the way. Every time I start to get a little too existential, flashbangs in my head. It's like the "you people can't do anything" tweet.
What I thought was going to happen, though, is to promote Freakier Friday, they used Hot to Go like in every single trailer. And I thought people were going to get mad at Chappell Roan because Disney is so like commercially anti-LGBTQ. Yeah. So I thought they were just going to get mad at Chappell Roan, and then it never happened. And to this day, I still like do the Twitter searches. I'm like, did anybody? Because I was just expecting it to be like a huge scandal.
No, once Chappell releases her next album, then people will bring it up.
I see. They'll be like, and remember when she did this?
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Well, it's like how people only cared about her political opinions because she did SNL around the same time.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Like, so once there's enough attention, then every controversy just arises out of the mud.
Well, yeah, it's because that's when people start purposefully looking for dirt, because it's like, I don't like this person and I need to because we can't have normal discourse anymore. If you don't like the same things that I like, it's because you're morally bad.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah, that's how it works. Time. That's how it works. Is that not how it works for you?
Never.
No, if you don't have the exact same interests as me, you're literally ableist, and I hate. And like, if you don't like Minecraft, you just hate autistic people. I'm sorry.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I love online discourse. It's amazing. Well, I had a bit planned and I forgot about it until now.
I'm so sorry.
No. I'm saying I forgot about it until now. Do you want to try all of the new Wendy's sauces? I put them in this fridge with a couple nuggets. Yeah. I just genuinely, I didn't write it down on here, so I forgot.
That's so funny. You're just like, I locked and loaded some Wendy's. So.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
All right.
You can do a quick Wendy's taste test on the pod.
Worth mentioning, this podcast is not sponsored by Wendy's, though I'm sure if you control F on the transcript of every single episode, probably gets a mention or two. And here we go. So, real Wendy's heads will notice we're missing the sweet chili sauce. That I forgot it. I didn't forget it. Wendy's forgot it. And they charge 50 cents per sauce now. So this is how I counteract the free promotion. I say, if you order all the sauces, they're probably not going to come, because a year or two ago, Wendy's was perfect on every order. Nowadays, they always get one minor thing wrong. They put mustard on my cheeseburger, and I didn't want it.
See, this is how you can tell that we're not sponsored by Wendy's, because we used to be the number 1 and number 2 Wendy's defender on the internet.
Literally. All right. So anyway, this is every sauce except for sweet chili that they offer at Wendy's now. This is it. You'll notice that there's no actual barbecue sauce. It's this honey barbecue. So, yeah.
Which is my go-to. I do love a barbecue sauce.
Yes. So I'll open these up. Try not to get the table messy, but...
Now, the only one here that I know I am most likely not going to like is the straight up ranch. Because I'm not a ranch head.
And what, the creamier the worse for ranch?
Yeah, like I just don't like... I don't love the taste. This might sound insane coming from someone who's this aggressively Midwestern. I don't love the taste of ranch.
Ouch. All right. Well, let's get going.
All right.
There's 14 nuggets here because I anticipated 6 sauces, but whatever. I want to start with this one. This is Wendy's signature, they call it.
All right.
Real sauce heads will recognize the flavor immediately. Because it's cane sauce, no?
Pretty much, yeah.
We got a Wendy's cane sauce clone.
That's really good. I would eat the fuck out of that.
You like that?
Oh yeah, I have not had Raising Cane's, but I have had Lane's. I like we're both trying to cover like our
I know.
from, like
we should probably just cut when we're chewing.
It's fine. No, ASMR. I'm giving you the mukbang experience. So
people famously hate mouth noises
yeah.
on the internet.
I talked about how much I hate mouth noises, and I'm the one that makes our TikToks, so this is gonna be awful for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but here, I'll swallow. There we go. You don't have to hear my mouth noises anymore. No, but I do love Lane's fried chicken, which is a very similar, like it's a direct Cane's competitor.
I found out Lane's was first.
Was it?
Yeah, which
so
confuses
I like the OG.
me. There you go. Yeah. I don't know what the beef is. I don't know if there's some like Krusty Krab 2 or like Chum Bucket thing going on. I don't know what the fuck happened, but apparently Lane's was like, I think it was 1994 and Cane's was 1995. So
that's crazy.
And it's weird that they rhyme like that and they're also the same thing. I'm like, I want to know the history and I want to make the video essay.
I know Lane's is based out of Texas.
Sure. Okay.
So I'm guessing it's just that they started like right next, like one of them was in Texas and one of them was in North Carolina or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
What do we want to do next?
We should probably save honey barbecue because I feel like that's... You're a barbecue head,
That's
right?
my favorite. That's going to be my palate cleanser if any of these are nasty.
Okay. So maybe let's go ranch just to get it out of the way.
Just to get it out of the way.
Yep. Creamy. They call it creamy ranch.
I was going to say, I'm about to do the most like baby dollop of ranch. I like... The thing is, like, I love Cool Ranch Doritos, and I like ranch mixed into stuff, and it's like a base for other stuff, but just straight ranch is not my thing.
Mm-hmm. I'd say not. It tastes just like Buffalo Wild Wings ranch.
It does taste like Buffalo Wild Wings ranch.
Which is my favorite ranch, and it's hard to come across usually because it's not quite a buttermilk ranch, but I don't know how they get it at B-dubs, but it tastes similar to it.
Tastes like ranch. Not my thing.
Yeah.
When I say I don't like ranch, I don't mean in like I'm going to spit it out way. I just mean in kind of a meh.
All right.
I'm not a ranch hater. I'm not a ranch liker.
There you go. There you go. Real fence sitter about ranch.
Truly, I am a ranch centrist.
Damn right. All right. I think let's go honey mustard next because that one should be pretty straightforward.
Save the barbecue and the spicy for last.
Yes, because those are I think each of our favorites.
Probably.
Take a dunk. I'm not a honey mustard. I feel like you feel like about ranch about honey mustard.
That's so.
That's
fair.
where I'm like it's not my favorite flavor. I think especially Wendy's usually like it just doesn't taste the same. Like I think McDonald's honey mustard is one thing, but I've never liked Wendy's.
Yeah, I have not had Wendy's honey mustard before right now, so.
I don't really like it.
I get what you mean.
Right.
About it being like not
It's
quite.
just not right.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. Maybe it's trying to be like different, but there's something about it that I've just never vibed with.
It's missing something.
Mm-hmm. I think it needs more honey.
Yeah, it's sweet mustard more than honey mustard. Because I feel like a honey mustard is usually like. I mean, this is a good sweet mustard. My grandma would absolutely demolish this mustard.
Feel free to take it home. It's an open lid.
Yeah, open. No. Hey, grandma, I brought you this home. No nuggets.
No nuggets.
Just the
Yeah.
sauce.
You want to dip some crackers in this?
She would. That's a funny thing because one of her go-to snacks is a townhouse cracker specifically, with sweet and spicy like brown mustard, and then a piece of cheese.
Not bad.
And she has like 5 of those, and that's her lunch because she doesn't eat anything.
All right. I think next, do you want to go spicy?
Sure.
Okay.
Because then we can use the honey barbecue to cleanse our palates.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Like, I know I'm joking about cleansing my palate, but I am legitimately trying to so they don't all taste the same.
Sure.
The audio on this part's going to sound crazy.
I know. I'm going to do my best. At
so
least it's at
sorry.
the end of the episode, so they still got like an episode if they like pop music.
No, yeah. Well, it's just because I keep, like, out of habit covering my mouth between me and the mic to try and cover it. I'm trying to talk through my hands so you can hear my voice, but not my chewing. So I'm trying to do live editing for you.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Here we go. This one's called Scorchin' Hot. I always didn't like that Wendy's didn't have like a buffalo sauce. I would go to McDonald's, order fries with 15 buffalo sauce, and one time they looked me in the like that one. I don't know if it's like Paranorman. You know the one like image on Twitter where it's like the kid by the window, and he's like.
There's so many of those, but yeah.
No, but it's like when the YouTube title's so bad it got you like. It's that one. But they were like, "Do you need 15 buffalo?"
Yes.
And I was like, "Yes." I keep them in my car in a plastic bag. All right. This one's Scorchin' Hot. And oh my, is it scorching? No, it's fine.
I would not call this scorching hot. I'm just saying.
I think, fast food struggles with that, where they're like, try our spicy. And it's like...
It's because they have to make it white people spicy every time.
That one's pretty good. I like that one.
It's all right. I think my favorites are the signature and the honey barbecue. I'm a little biased. I'm telling you, the ASMR community could go crazy. We just got...
No, I hate that. I don't even have the headphones on, and I hate that.
It makes you feel better. I couldn't hear it very well.
Okay, good.
Because I kept my mouth closed. I thought about opening my mouth, but I thought that was too far. Wasn't going to give you all the seafood special.
All right, here we go. The last one, honey barbecue. Do you need another?
I need one more nugget.
Because this was a 10-piece, that was a 4-piece. Because, again, I anticipated more sauces.
Happened. Now you just get extra nuggets.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is how good these nuggets are refrigerator cold.
I kind of feel that, yeah. I feel like almost the best state of Wendy's nuggets is anything but straight out of the Wendy's fryer. Like if you microwave a Wendy's nugget, if you air fry a Wendy's nugget, it's always better. And not that they're bad like they come, but it's almost like every other state of Wendy's nugget. I'm sure they'd be good frozen and I can lick the bread.
like a fucked up popsicle.
Exactly. You stick a toothpick.
The worst. Awful.
All right, here we go.
Now it's time for my favorite.
Honey barbecue.
My favorite barbecue.
Honey barbecue.
It's the best. I love how sweet it is compared to the savory nugget. I love a sweet and savory pairing.
See, I've never been a fan of barbecue just because my parents would always make really dry pork and then I'd have to put a lot of barbecue on it. So it just tastes like bad pork.
I love barbecue sauce because my dad knows how to cook.
There you go.
My dad makes a really yummy barbecue sauce because we take Sweet Baby Ray's as our base, which sounds fucked up because we're making our own barbecue sauce. Stay with me here, kids. So we take Sweet Baby Ray's as our base. We mix a little extra ketchup in there, and we grab our own Worcester sauce? ? I don't know how to pronounce it. I can spell it, but I can't pronounce it. Worcester sauce? I've heard several pronunciations, and I've been told I was wrong no matter what I did.
Of course.
Some
words are just like that.
Yeah,
Aluminium.
But the like it's spelled like Worcestershire.
Oh yeah,
sauce. Yeah. Because that's all barbecue sauce is. It's just ketchup and Worcester and some steak sauce.
Yeah.
So we take a base of Sweet Baby Race that we have like an already made sweet barbecue, and then we just make it better.
We improve. Yeah. All right. Well, do you want a second hit of any of these before I put them in the Wendy's bag forever?
I am all good because I actually ate a full breakfast before I came in for once. I ate before the pod for once. The one time in my life I actually ate before the pod.
And it's when we have snack time.
It's when we have snack time. Man.
Right. There they all go.
I say you should probably just throw all those directly into the garbage before we start leaking sauces onto the garbage.
I'll do it in a different one, though, because I don't know how often that one gets changed.
That
sounds
so
like a
fair.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Do I want these?
You want the last, what was it, 2 nugs?
No, there's 4 in here.
4? Oh, yeah.
I don't really immediately want them, but we'll figure it out. We'll put them right here.
No, we didn't.
All right. Well, we are an hour 34 deep. I don't know how many chewing noises got cut out, but I think we're wrapping it up here.
I think we're good. I think we got it.
But anyway, hope you like pop music discourse, because that was most of this episode. But
I wouldn't even say that was most. I think that was just like that was the most anticipated topic. I
sure.
think this
It's
week.
very topical, and yeah, I wish Charlie XCX dropped before this podcast and we could talk about that. But as is the curse of recording any show weekly, is like something big will happen the next day, no matter what.
Oh yeah. Hopefully soon I will be able to use all of my Charlie XC experience.
Mm-hmm. We'll do a full deep dive. It'll be our 3-hour episode. And you're gonna go through every.
Yeah, I'm gonna
everything.
have a slideshow.
Mm-hmm.
I will. We should have a PowerPoint night sometime.
Yeah.
Where we can invite a guest on the pod maybe.
Mm-hmm. I do want to bring Valerie back. That was a fun episode.
We never got to upload Shelby's episode either.
True.
Because we had issues with that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to bring on some of my buddies because they have a club at the even like the other club members that they have might want to come on the pod and just be like, hey, talk about movies and shit.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love podcasting.
I love podcasting and creating content.
Yes, living the dream. All right, well, we'll catch you guys next week. Press subscribe. Follow us on our platforms. That's twitch.tv/nollyfans.
Or you can check me out on TikTok at jessi.mp4 or on Instagram for my art, jessi_.jpg, because jessi.jpg was taken and I could not get a hold of the person that owns it.
How much would you pay them for the username?
Probably like $50 to $100.
Dang.
Genuinely.
It's that serious.
It is well, it's because, so I made a Facebook page and you can't have underscores in a Facebook page name.
Mm-hmm.
So my Facebook page and my Instagram are different because I cannot physically have the same username on both.
Yeah. Ouch.
So I just have to suffer.
Eternally.
Yeah.
And ain't that the internet?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys next week.
We'll see you next time.